And with that, Spiritomb and Tyrantrum have been eliminated. So what will happen next? Find out on the next episode of Total Pokemon Survivor Island. Thanks for watching. And that's a wrap. God damn, it's been a long day. Wait, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? Oh god. This can't be what I think it is. It's her. So, Alolan Meowth, tell us about yourself. What's your relationship with Meowth? I mean, you are her sister after all. If you must know, my sister is simply jealous of me. That's all. She tries to keep up, but only ends up falling flat. It's as simple as that. In your fucking dreams! Meowth, what are you doing? You're supposed to shine the spotlight on us, ramble on about your superiority complex, then walk in. Superiority complex? Don't test me, Arba-
Meowth! Just explain why you walked in early.
I have some news to share with you all. That's it. I was gonna come in earlier, but some people were talking shit about me behind my back, which prompted me to come in earlier. You know it's true, sweetie. Okay, just tell us what it is. So apparently, Madchat managed to find Fledgling a few hours ago. She'll be arriving soon enough. Oh,
Staravia, are you alright? You seem a bit uneasy.
No, I'm fine. That's not all, though. Apparently one of us eliminated contestants had the chance to come back to the game, but none of us Aftermath hosts, though. Which is bullshit. Anyways, I'll be right back.
Interesting. This kind of news makes me curious as to who could possibly come back.
It's not going to be any of us, Charmeleon. So why does it matter?
I know that, but it's not like it doesn't pique my curiosity. Well, that didn't take long.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Survivor Side Series, hosted by yours truly, the one, the only, Meowth! But I am not here alone. Joining me are 4 fellow competitors eliminated from Total Pokemon Survivor Island. Charmeleon, 10th eliminated from Total Pokemon Survivor Island, who will be entrusted with evaluating the performance of previously eliminated competitors. Drapion, 8th eliminated from Total Pokemon Survivor Island, who will be entrusted with evaluating the votes cast in elimination. Arbok, eliminated 11th for Total Pokemon Survivor Island, who will be entrusted with hosting a segment classified as Truth or Dare, where you wonderful viewers will be capable of asking one competitor, including myself or any of the 4 hosts, a Truth or Dare. Again, that's how Truth or Dare works. And last, but certainly not least, Staravia, 4th eliminated from Total Pokemon Survivor Island, who will be entrusted with hosting a segment asking a question to you wonderful viewers. Aren't you forgetting someone, sweetie? You can introduce yourself for all I care. Very well then. Greetings and salutations, dear viewers. My name is Alolan Meowth, sister of your less than stellar host who is tasked with interviewing special guests sent in by you lovely viewers. Remarkable, 7.8 out of 10. Too much I don't give a shit.
We'll take that as our cue to leave.
So anyways, our first special guest, the 16th eliminated from Total Pokemon Survivor Island, was infamous for complaining, and therefore was hated by the entire cast. Please give a warm welcome, or don't, to Klefki. Oh, shut the hell up, you motherfuckers that came and spell my name right! So, anyways, Klefki, how was your time on the show? I wouldn't say it was that enjoyable. I'm pretty sure you didn't make it any easier for others, considering you're pretty much hated by everyone here. Alright, I get the memo. So Klefki, I'm sure you realize your endless complaining is why you're here today. So my question is, why couldn't you have toned it down? I'm sorry, is this an interview or an intervention? Both. Now answer the question. Yeah, I'm not answering that. Your loss. Anyways, take it away, Charmeleon. Wait a second, I wasn't finished.
Hello everyone, Charmeleon here. And in this segment, I'll be going over what each individual contestant did before their elimination. And as you can tell, We'll start with Klefki. Unlike the rest of the cast, Klefki joined the show in episode 2 as a part of Team Yveltal. It's revealed in the third episode that Klefki decided to join Kricketot's alliance, but was only using them for numbers. She later became a nuisance to those around her with her endless complaining, which at times caused her to outright refuse to partake in some challenges. This caused her to eventually fall into the bottom 2 in episode 9. However, she survived elimination over Meowth. In the 11th episode, the Yveltals needed to transport to another island for the challenge. They didn't trust Corphish to do it, so they forced Klefki to carry all of them to the island. Twice. Klefki became fed up because of this, and after being called out by Chimchar, she left her alliance. In the 12th and 13th episodes, she found herself in the bottom 2 once again, but once again she survived to the skin of her teeth. In the 16th episode, she once again refused to do the challenge, but actually had a valid reason. She managed to find an idol within the challenge. She attempted to use it in elimination, but it happened to be a dud idol, meaning it had no effect and that all votes she received still counted. After enduring Klefki's bullshit for so long, everyone decided to finally vote Klefki out. And that is why Klefki is here today. So that is all regarding Klefki's elimination. Take it away, Drapion. Thank you, Charmeleon. Hello everyone, Drapion here. And in this segment, I'll be going over the votes that were cast at the second competitor's elimination. So without further ado, let's proceed. Those who received votes were Klefki and Tyrantrum. Those who voted against Klefki were the following: Machoke, Monferno, Gliscor, Gastrodon, Flaffy, Corphish, Pichu, Skuntank, Mawile, Kricketune, Piplup, Spiritomb, Venusaur, Beautifly, Arcanine, Kirlia, and Tyrantrum. Whereas the only person who voted against Tyrantrum was unsurprisingly Klefki. So as you can see, the vote was not close at all, with Klefki receiving the overwhelming majority. So that is all regarding Klefki's elimination. Back to you, Meowth.
Thank you, Drapion. So anyways, it's time to introduce our next special guest. The 17th eliminated for Total Pokemon Survivor Island was close friends with Gliscor, and was an epic gamer. Please give a warm welcome to Arcanine.
Hey everyone, great to be here today.
So Arcanine, how was your time on the show?
Mixed, to be honest. I mean, I did make it to Merge, but got eliminated way too early to be able to do much of anything noteworthy.
So what are your thoughts on the fact that it was between you and Gliscor for who would be here today?
I'm fine with it, honestly, as long as Gliscor is still going strong. And while I should be generally pissed at Skuntank because he's the reason I'm here, I still commend him for his move.
That's good to hear, Arcanine. So aside from Gliscor, who would you say you're rooting for?
That's a pretty difficult choice, honestly, since most of my alliance members are still in the game. I'd probably say Venusaur, though, since he was our team leader, and he seems like he knows what he's doing.
So one last question before we transition into Charmeleon segment. If you were still in the game, what would you have done differently?
See, that's the thing. I didn't get the chance to be able to prove myself. If I were still in the game now, I would have at least wanted to do something that would have left some sort of impact rather than leaving so early on during the merge.
Alright, it is now time to move on to the next segment. Take it away, Charmeleon.
Thank you, Meowth. So Growlithe arrived to the island in the first episode with his good friend Gligar, making their friendship apparent from the start. In the second episode, Bulbasaur invited the two to join his alliance, to which they agreed. In the fourth episode, Gligar fended off a Delta Blastoise, while Growlithe was unable to assist. This, alongside other failures, caused him to feel like a dead weight to his team and alliance, so he promised himself he would improve. In the 12th episode, he took the first step by jumping off a cliff after Gliscor despite being weak to water. In the 15th episode, he stood up against Gastrodon, which caused him to evolve into Arcanine. In the 17th episode, after Kirlia won the POV, Skuntank as the HOH nominated Arcanine for eviction alongside Gliscor, which forced his alliance to vote between the two. At elimination, their alliance decided to vote out Arcanine for being a weaker link, thus separating the unbreakable duo of Gliscor and Arcanine. And that is why Arcanine is here today. So that is all regarding Arcanine's elimination. Take it away, Drapion. Thank you, Charmeleon. So anyways, those who received votes were Gliscor and Arcanine. Those who voted against Gliscor are the following: Gastrodon, Tyrantrum, Pichu, Corphish, and Spiritomb. whereas those who voted against Arcanine were Venusaur, Flaffy, Machoke, Mawile, Curlia, Kricketune, Beautifly, Piplup, and Monferno. So as you can see, the vote was a 9-5 majority, with said majority being in favor of Arcanine. So that was all regarding Arcanine's elimination. Back to you, Meowth.
Thank you, Drapion. So anyways, it's time to introduce our next special guest. It would have been Pichu, but due to unknown circumstances, she could not join us today. So instead, come in, Kricketune. No applause necessary. I said no applause necessary!
Oh, fuck me. Oh, this is not gonna end well.
So, Kricketune, how was your time on the show?
Well, I'd say it was pretty good, actually.
Oh wait, shit! I just remembered one crucial detail. What was it again? Come on, it was on the tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, I don't care.
What?
You heard me. So how does it feel to finally be eliminated?
Okay, you know what, Meowth? You have no right to rub my elimination in my face. I survived 10 whole episodes more than you, which is something I would never use as a bragging point. Hell, I'm usually a common collector on other bros, even Tyrantrum, who literally caused my elimination. But you dropped me up the fucking wall. Now do me a favor and fuck off.
I don't know how to respond to that, actually. Let's just move on to the next segment. Take it away, Charmeleon.
Thank you, Meowth. So anyways, Kricketot, much like everyone else, joined in episode 1, as well as the more laid-back competitors. He was assigned by Medicham as the leader of his team, but not without opposition, however. However, in spite of that, he was favored by his team, to the extent of which when he decided to make his own alliance, all of those he consulted, except for maybe Klefki, easily agreed. Meowth, however, would continue to oppose Kricketot, up until episode 9 when she was eliminated, which enabled Kricketune to be more fixated on the game. In the 10th episode, Smeargle requested Piplup join their alliance, to which Kricketune agreed. During this time, Kricketune started to become particularly close to Beautifly, which would later develop into a romantic relationship. During the merge, Venusaur's alliance consulted Kricketune and his alliance to work together in the future, to which they agreed and soon began to work closely with one another. In the 18th episode, Kricketune allowed Curlia to join his alliance, but that decision would prove to be his undoing. In episode 19's Surfing Challenge, he was doing exceedingly well up until Tyrantrum came rushing behind him and knocked him out. But he was saved by Beautifly, and that is what sparked his relationship with her. At elimination, when they thought they had a foolproof plan to eliminate Tyrantrum, he then uses the Division Idol, which meant that half of his votes were transferred over to Kricketune, and due to the fact that they had far more votes than him, Kricketune was eliminated. And that is why Kricketune is here today. So that is all regarding Kricketune's elimination. Take it away, Drapion. Thank you, Charmeleon. So anyways, those who received votes were Kricketune and Tyrantrum. Those who voted against Kricketune were the following: Tyrantrum, of course, Gastrodon, Curlia, Corphish, Skuntank, and Spiritomb. Whereas those who voted against Tyrantrum were Venusaur, Beautifly, Kricketune, Mawile, Gliscor, Piplup, Flaffy, Machoke, and Monferno. So as you can see, it was actually Tyrantrum who received the majority of the votes. However, due to Tyrantrum's idol usage, half of his votes were transferred over to Kricketune, thus causing his elimination. So that is all regarding Kricketune's elimination. Back to you, Meowth.
Thank you, Drapion. So anyways, it's time to introduce our next special guest. The 20th eliminator for Total Pokemon Survivor Island proved himself in the beginning to be a physical threat, but that ended up being used against him. Please give a warm welcome to Spiritomb.
Hello everyone, great to be here today.
So Spiritomb, how's your time on the show?
In all honesty, I'd much rather be here than competing any day. Don't get me wrong, I won't say I didn't enjoy my time on the show, but being here rather than in the game is a lot less stressful to me. I'd say that's relatable.
So what did you think about the fact that Skuntank managed to blindside you?
I'm thoroughly pissed, especially because if he hadn't found that idol, I wouldn't be where I am today.
That's understandable. So Spiritomb, do you think your alliance will be able to carry on your desire to see Skuntank eliminated?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, that's good to hear, Spiritomb. So one last question before we transition into the next segment. Who in your alliance would you say you're rooting for most?
Venusaur. He was the most understanding towards my unveiling in my past, and I appreciate him for that.
So anyways, it's time to transition into the next segment. Take it away.
Much like with Klefki, Spiritomb joined the show in episode 2 as a part of Team Xerneas. In the following episode, he consulted his teammates to be able to display his usefulness due to his ability to summon legendaries. In the 7th episode, he and Skuntank faced off against Machop and I, but lost against us. In the 8th episode, due to Machop's elimination, he decided to join Ivysaur's alliance as compensation. Skuntank, however, managed to find some dirt on him and therefore was able to blackmail him. Starting in episode 16, he started to do his bidding. In the 19th episode, Skuntank pressured him to act on his own, but that led to him being caught by his own alliance. It didn't take long for Spiritomb to become fed up and decide to leave Skuntank's side, but that of course meant he had to explain to his alliance, and after doing so, he regained their trust. At elimination, however, Skuntank revealed that he managed to find an Expulsion Idol, which is the most powerful idol in the game with the power to eliminate anyone of the user's choice, and he used it to eliminate Spiritomb. And that is why Spiritomb is here today. So that is all regarding Spiritomb's elimination. Back to you, Meowth.
Thank you, Charmeleon. So anyways, it's time to introduce our next special guest. The 21st eliminated from Total Pokemon Survivor Island had a bad reputation, and that reputation ultimately led to his elimination. Please give a warm welcome to Tyrantrum.
No applause from me, huh? Probably should have expected that.
So, Tyrantrum, how was your time on the show?
It was alright, I guess.
Wait, that's all you have to say?
Well, what were you expecting?
Probably not a serious response.
Okay, can I be real here?
Sure, what is it?
I know I don't exactly have the best reputation around here, but I would still like to be interviewed the same way as everyone else. Think what you want about me. I'm not changing. So can I please get a regular interview?
Fine, damn. I guess I can arrange that. So Tyrantrum, how do you feel about the fact that you were blindsided?
I'm definitely not pleased, as you can tell.
That's understandable. So who'd you say you're rooting for?
I didn't have anyone I was at least semi-close with in the game aside from Gastrodon. But she decided to be a traitorous bitch. So, I guess Ampharos.
Why Ampharos?
She managed to evenly match me in battle. I'm clearly not appreciative of the fact that I got launched in someone's camera because of her. But she definitely impressed me.
Well, I guess that's good to hear at least. So, one last question before I move on to the next segment. If you were still in the game, what would you have done differently?
Probably not put up with Gastrodon's bullshit, honestly.
So anyways, it is now time to transition into the next segment. Take it away, Charmeleon.
Thank you, Meowth. So Tyrant, much like everyone else, joined in episode 1 as well as the more arrogant contestants. In the second episode, he along with Ekans and Stunky joined Shellos' alliance, where he was for a time one of our more dependable allies. In the same episode, he focused his efforts into sabotaging Onix, and from there, Ekans finished the job. In the third episode, despite Lickitung decimating in the eating challenge, Tyrant managed to win over him. In the 11th episode, he burned down the tree that his former team was in, because I guess he just felt like being a dick. But due to the joy he got out of it, he evolved into Tyrantrum. In the 15th episode, when Lopunny thought they were defeated, Tyrantrum came up behind her and took her out of commission. This caused him to fall into the bottom 2 in episode 16, but he survived unanimously over Klefki. That also held true in episode 19, but this time he had a Division Idol, enabling him to transfer half his votes over to Kricketune, thus eliminating him. This, along with his actions in episode 16, pissed Gastrodon off, so she put Tyrantrum through a rigorous training session, and after that, he came out stronger. However, in spite of that, Flaffy managed to gain the upper hand by obtaining the Final Smash and evolving into Ampharos, and with the Final Smash, she defeated Tyrantrum. It turns out, however, that training session was meant to boost Tyrantrum's ego, and to ensure that this would be the last nail in the coffin that would cause Tyrantrum's elimination. And thus he was. And that is why Tyrantrum is here today. So that is all for this segment. Take it away, Drapion. Thank you, Charmeleon. So anyways, those who received votes were Skuntank and Tyrantrum. Those who voted against Skuntank were Spiritomb and Tyrantrum. Whereas those who voted against Tyrantrum were Beautifly, Gliscor, Mawile, Ampharos, Corphish, Gastrodon, Piplup, Venusaur, Skuntank, Monferno, Machoke, and Kirlia. So as you can see, Tyrantrum couldn't save himself this time, and thus he is now eliminated. So that is all for this segment. Take it away, Arbok.
Thank you, Drapion. Hello everyone, Arbok here, and welcome to my segment classified as Truth or Dare, in which you viewers are capable of asking any of those who have been eliminated a Truth or Dare question. So without further ado, let's proceed. Our first Truth or Dare question is for Klefki. Oh, what fresh hell awaits me this time? So Klefki, Truth or Dare? Truth. From Ditto268. Klefki, do you really think you would make it to the end with your non-stop complaining? Fucking... What the hell kind of question is this? You are the one who chose truth, so I advise you answer truthfully. I mean, I'm here now, so what do you think? Well, thanks anyways, Klefki, for answering your question. I'm sure it wasn't easy for you, was it? Fuck off. Riveting. Anyways, our next Truth or Dare question is for Munchlax. Like, what is it? So Munchlax, Truth or Dare? Like, what are you talking about? Just choose. Like, dare. From Bounty Azumarill 55. Go an entire day without your phone. Like, what? What kind of confiscational shit is this? Well, you were the one that chose dare, so I advise you take your dare. Like, no, that's not happening. Last chance, Munchlax. You don't want to see what happens when you refuse truth or dare. Like, lay it on me, bitch. Well, I tried doing this the easy way, but it looks like we're going to have to do this the hard way. Like, what are you doing? Thank you, Steelix, for assisting me.
No problem, I guess.
Anyways, you'll get your addiction back after this episode, Munchlax. For now, thank you for enduring your dare. I feel so, empty-handed. You can leave now, Steelix. Just make sure you're still guarding the phone.
Got it.
So anyways, our final Truth or Dare question is for Tyrantrum.
Oh, I actually received a question? Alright, lay it on me.
So Tyrantrum, Truth or Dare?
I guess I'll go with truth.
From Alpha XXO. Tyrantrum, why did you go to jail?
I guess receiving this type of question was inevitable.
I mean, it's better than what your dare was gonna be. It involved you having to participate in a one-on-one battle against Steelix.
Then yeah, I guess it's safe to say I wouldn't have wanted to do that. Because no offense to Steelix, but I could have fucked his shit up easily. I don't know whether or not I should be offended by that.
So anyways, Tyrantrum, you chose truth, so I advise you answer truthfully.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. So anyways, before I joined the show, I was mixed in with the wrong crowd. People who openly opposed authority figures, committed juvenile-level crimes, and overall people who just didn't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, they were all talk. Until one day when they decided they wanted to prove everyone wrong, by no joke, assaulting a house.
I'm sorry, what the actual fuck?
Yep, I'm dead serious. I of course wasn't on board, but after some peer pressuring, I caved in. So there I was, standing back as they were being pieces of shit. One of them noticed I wasn't contributing. They tried to force me to do so, but I refused. Then they told me to leave, and it could just ended there. But no, one of those dumbass motherfuckers threw a flammable object in there, and the fucking house caught on fire. No one inside was injured, but they bailed on me, and therefore, since I didn't pick up on what happened immediately, I had to take the heat for it. No pun intended.
Oh, damn. Tyrantrum.
And when the police came to investigate the crime scene, I was still there. I tried to explain to them that I was innocent, but I was so close to the crime scene that they didn't believe me. So they put me under custody and I was sent to juvie. They did allow me one phone call though. I called my family, but of course, they knew who I was associated with and were beyond shocked that I could do such a thing. And it's not like they had the money to bail me out. So they told me that when I'm released, to not come back.
I don't know what to say.
Unfortunately though, there's more to the story. In juvie, I had a cellmate called Archen. He was basically no different than those assholes who got me thrown in there in the first place. He encouraged negativity, he took pride in the shitty things he did, and the cherry on top of this bullshit sundae, at one point, he leaked this information to other inmates. It got to the point where I snapped and he ended up in critical condition. But months later I get released, with nowhere to go back to. At that point I realized in order to survive I had to go thicker skin, and that's what I displayed while I was on the show. But it ended up causing me to do things I'm not proud of. In a way, I was no different than Archen or those other asshats. And speaking of which, I never did find out what happened to them, but I'm hoping they're doing time just like I had to do, spending the rest of their lives atoning for all the shit they've done. What I truly regret, though, is not being able to express myself.
Well, thanks for answering truthfully, Tyrantrum, and my condolences for your hardships.
It's no problem.
So anyways, that's all for this segment. It is now time for Alola Meowth's special guest segment. Take it away. Thank you, Arbok. Hello everyone, Alola Meowth here, and I'm proud to present my special guest segment for this episode. So today I have with me, from Ditto 268's Total Pokemon World Tour, Sunflora. Oh, hello there. So Sunflora, what do you think of the show so far? I mean, in terms of how it is now, I'd say it's actually pretty good. Certainly better than when it was first coming out. Also, just to let you know, the main reason I've come here is because there's something regarding the show I'd like to discuss. I hope you don't mind. Oh, of course not. What is it you would like to talk about? Corphish. Not only does the fact that he's still in the game baffle me, but like others like Gastron have pointed out, he's way too lucky for his own good. Ever since the merge began, he hasn't been up for elimination even once, because he's always been able to turn the tables, and if he keeps winning immunities, then there's clearly more to him than we think. But as it stands right now, he's just a lucky idiot. And believe me, I've dealt with my fair share of idiots. Hell, I played dumb so that no one would see me as a threat. So to me, it seems highly probable that Corphish could be doing the same. Interesting theory. It's definitely caused me to think more openly about him. But I personally don't see that outcome from Corphish of all people. So anyways, back on topic. Who would you like to see win and lose? For who I'd like to see win, I would probably say either Ampharos or Mawile, since no one sees them as threats as of now, and I like that about them. I see. So how about in terms of who you'd like to see lose? For who I'd like to see lose, I'd probably say either Monferno or Skuntank. Oh, not Corphish? Nah, I mean it does baffle me that he's still in, but compared to the other two, I honestly think he has slightly more of a chance. So for Monferno, unless you count episode 18's challenge, he has not won a single immunity in the merge as of yet, so he clearly isn't doing well for himself, and I honestly don't see that changing anytime soon. As for Skuntank, he literally can't use idols anymore. I mean, don't get me wrong, there is still a possibility of him making a comeback, but as of now, I don't see that happening. Well, thank you for your time, Sunflora. It was a pleasure to have you join us today. No problem. So anyways, it is time for Meowth's mediocre question segment. Oh my, that actually has a nice ring to it. But anyways, take it away. Again, you're pushing your luck if you think I'm going to thank you. So anyways, hello everyone, Meowth here, and it is time for my segment regarding viewer questions. In total, we received 16 questions, the first of which is for Arcanine.
Oh, hey Meowth.
Hello Arcanine. So anyways, the question you've received is the following. From Ditto268. Arcanine, do you think your alliance has any chance of surviving to the end?
Yes, I firmly believe they have what it takes. Their numbers have been dropping lately, but I'm sure they won't let that affect them.
Thank you Arcanine for answering your question.
Sure thing.
So anyways, our next two questions are for Spiritomb.
Oh, so I've actually received some questions?
Yes, you have. Speaking of which, your first question is the following. From Ditto268. Spiritomb, do you think Skuntank will still survive to the end even though he can't use idols?
I mean, I hope not. But knowing him, he most likely has another trick up his sleeve. I want nothing more than to see his elimination play out. But unfortunately, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
So anyways, your next question, also from Ditto268. Spiritomb, do you think it was unfair that Corphish was too OP since he couldn't defeat him in your match?
Absolutely. I still think it was bullshit that I wasn't even able to lay a scratch on him.
Thank you, Spiritomb, for answering your questions.
No problem.
So anyways, our next two questions are for Smeargle.
Oh, hello again, Meowth.
Hello, Smeargle. So anyways, your first question is the following. From Bouncy Azumarill 55. Smeargle, what have you been up to lately? Also, did you feel a little let down when Piplup quit her battle against Beautifly?
I've been doing quite alright. I've been chatting a lot with Kricketune lately since his elimination, and we've got along swimmingly. In regards to Piplup, though, I would much rather give her the benefit of the doubt. It's clear she wasn't comfortable with having a fight, but I'm hoping in time she will be more willing to come out of her comfort zone.
So anyways, your next question, from Ditto268. Smeargle, what do you think of how Piplup was doing in the game so far without you?
Admittedly, there are more improvements to be made, but as her boyfriend, I must be patient with her. Rome wasn't built in a day, and confidence cannot be either. But regardless of what happens, I will continue to support her from the sidelines.
You're too kind, Smeargle, but you don't need to make up names of locations just to be supportive.
What are you talking about?
Anyways, thank you, Smeargle, for answering your questions.
No problem.
So anyways, our next question is for Steelix.
Well, looks like I've received some questions.
Yes, you have. Speaking of which, is the following. From Bouncy is Emerald 55. Steelix, what would you do differently if you were given another chance at the game? Would you take it? If so, what would you do differently?
I mean, never say never, right? I might have a chance that someone will be coming back after this episode. But anyways, I definitely would take it. As for what I would do differently, I probably would want to be more alert, because admittedly, Gastrodon and her alliance members managed to get me eliminated fairly easily.
Well, thank you, Steelix, for your answer.
Sure, no problem.
So anyways, our next question is for Lopunny. Oh, I didn't expect to receive any questions. Well, you did. Speaking of which, is the following. From Ditto268. Lopunny, now that Gliscor's best friend and girlfriend are out of the game, do you think he can still make it to the end? I think he's more than capable of making it to the end. So my answer is yes. Well, thanks for answering, Lopunny. No problem. So anyways, our next question is for Drapion.
I see. So someone decided to ask me a question.
Yes, you did. Speaking of which, is the following. From Ditto268. Drapion, are you happy that Monferno hasn't won many immunities even though he's the smartest in the cast?
Oh, that? In all honesty, I don't care about that anymore. I try my best to turn over a new leaf.
I see. Well, thanks anyways, Drapion, for your answer.
Of course.
So anyways, our next question is for Munchlax. Munchlax, get the hell in here! Like, make me, bitch. Munchlax, I swear to God, I will literally throw your fucking phone off a cliff if you don't come in here in the next 3 seconds. Fine, like, what is it? So Munchlax, the question you received is the following. From Bounty Emerald 55. Munchlax, what's your favorite app on your phone? Like, easily Pokemon Go. I'm sorry, what? You've got a, like, problem with that? I mean, you don't exactly look like someone who gets out much. Like, excuse me? I would, like, be able to show off my, like, progress on my phone. You know, if I, like, had it. Okay, we get it. Now leave. Like, whatever. So anyways, our next 2 questions are for Cricket Tune.
Oh. Meowth.
What an unpleasant surprise. So anyways, your first question is the following. From Aiden Kerr. Cricket Tune. If Beautifly were to be eliminated, who would you like to see win?
You're not going to interrupt me while I'm answering?
Just go ahead and answer before I change my mind.
Okay. So if not Beautifly, I would most likely say Monferno, since he's one of the 2 that have been part of our alliance since the beginning who's still in the game.
So anyways, your next question is the following. From Ditto268. Cricketune. Did you think Beautifly was going to lose it for the rest of the game when Tyrantrum got you out?
I mean, I definitely was concerned, but I'm sure she wouldn't let it get to her. When it came to last episode, though, it's debatable, but at the same time, I didn't blame her for the way she felt.
Well, thanks, I guess, Cricketune, for answering your questions.
Yeah, sure.
So anyways, this next competitor received by far the most questions out of anyone in this episode. Our next 4 questions are for Tyrantrum.
Holy shit. I didn't even expect to get 1 question, let alone 4.
Yeah, I'm equally as surprised. But regardless, the first question you've received is the following. From Aiden Kerr. Tyrantrum, what is your biggest regret while being on the show?
I'd probably say using that auto without Gastrodon knowing I had it, because that definitely came to bite me in the ass.
So your second question is the following. From AlphaXXO. Tyrantrum, if you got a second chance, would you still be allies with Gastrodon, or would you be in a normal alliance?
I mean, after knowing that Gastrodon stabbed me in the back, I'd probably try to be in a different alliance. That and I don't want to go through being referred to as training bitch a second time.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. So anyways, the next question you've received is the following. From Castform Lover. Tyrantrum, how do you feel about what Beautifly said to you? Also, are you mad at Gastrodon for voting you out?
Does it look like I give a shit about what she said? No, I don't. As for Gastrodon, I am pissed off that she stabbed me in the back, but I commend her for her move.
So anyways, your final question is the following. From Ditto268. Tyrantrum, did you think it was unfair that Tutsko called you out for breaking his camera when it was really Ampharos' fault?
I mean, at the end of the day, I really don't think that matters.
Alright, thank you Tyrantrum for answering your questions.
Yeah, sure.
So anyways, our final question is for none other than myself. So anyways, my question is the following. From Castform Lover. Meowth, How do you feel that Crickettoon's out of the game? Are you happy? More than words can describe. So anyways, it is now time to transition to the Staravia segment. This is Meowth signing off. Take it away, Staravia. Staravia? Staravia! God damn it, where the hell did she go?
Oh, thank God. Come on out, guys. I found her. Staravia, are you okay?
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'm fine. Just go back inside. I'll be in a second. Staravia, no offense, but fuck that. It's clear you aren't doing your best. We're your crew. You can talk to us about what's going on. I'm telling you, I'm fine! Just go back inside!
Staravia, if you don't tell us what's wrong, you're just going to end up suffering in silence. So please, just tell us what's the matter.
Fine. I guess I see your point. So, after Meowth announced that Fletchling would be arriving soon, I felt a sense of dread all day that I just couldn't shake. I couldn't help but reminisce. So I'm sorry to have worried you all.
Don't worry about it. Just go more into detail.
I'm sure you all remember the fact that her and I are cousins. She made that very apparent. It's the reason she started frantically looking for me once I got eliminated. But as soon as we got into the game, I started acting like we didn't know each other. Yeah, I noticed that. Why is that? She only applied because I did. So I felt uncomfortable with the fact that my cousin was competing in the same game as I was. That and I thought by being so open about my relation with Fletchling would cause others to start targeting us. In retrospect, I'm not sure if that's why Skuntank went after me or not, but it was a pretty stupid reason to just ignore my cousin like that. And the fact that Fletchling went missing because she was searching for me after my elimination makes me feel infinitely more guilty. It's my fault she went missing. It's a burden I've carried it for weeks now.
Don't say that, Staravia. You couldn't have known. And besides, Fletchling should be arriving here any minute now. Shouldn't that be what matters?
But the main problem with that Charmeleon is that I don't know how I can face her. She disappeared without a trace because of me. I have no idea what's happened, what she's been through while searching for me, or even if she's made it back in one piece. All because I didn't give her the time of day. Oh, speaking of devil.
Meowth! You're not helping!
Hello everyone. So I'm sure that you're all aware that Madchamp found Fletchender and tasked me to bring her here. Alright Fletchender, time to wake up! Morning already. Wake me up when the school year ends. Fletchender! Now's your chance, Staravia. Go to her. Fix what's been broken. Right! Fletchender! Wake up! It's me, Staravia! Staravia? Is that really you? Oh, thank God! You have me worried sick, Fletchender. Please promise you won't do anything so reckless again. What? What are you talking about? Wait, what do you mean? You went missing because you wanted to search for me after I left. Don't you remember? I went missing? I'm sorry, I don't. And speaking of which, who are these other guys? Fletchender. You can't just tell me you don't remember these crucial details. Come on, Fletchender. I'm sorry. I can't remember. Yep, she has amnesia.
Meowth!
What? There's no point in sugarcoating it. Oh god, this is terrible. Fletchender, tell me, what do you remember? Well, I remember you at least. And I also remember crashing into a dock before being carried here. But that's about it. That must have been what did it! Arceus, what were we gonna do? This is unrelated, but Togekiss, what are you still doing here? Well, one competitor is returning to the game, are they not? It's my job to carry that person back to the island. Oh, right! It completely slipped my mind! We weren't even supposed to end off the episode yet. You know what? I have no words. Well, since Fletchender's already here, we might as well add her as a contender for who could possibly return to the game. Meowth. I'm going to say this as calmly as I possibly can. Don't think for 1 second that you're going to give Fletchender a chance to come back in her condition. She has amnesia, for fuck's sake! Whoa, what happened to remaining calm? My point is, I forbid you from letting my cousin have a chance of returning to the game when she barely remembers who she is. She's better off staying here. Look, I get what you're saying, Staravia. I really do. But even with this revelation, it's not like she has any less of a chance of doing well in this game than anyone else could potentially return. I think I agree with her, Staravia. What are you saying, Fletchender? You don't even know who the fuck she is, and yet you share the same opinion as her? I understand, Staravia, that you want the best for me, but don't write me out just because I lost my memories. I have just as equal as a chance of anyone else, so I need you to be supportive of me, rather than simply writing me off. I guess that was somewhat insensitive of me. Okay, I'll agree to having Meowth give you a chance to return, but on one condition. If it happens to be that it's not you who returns, you're staying here. I'm not letting you go missing a second time. I couldn't bear it. Understood. Well then, with that said, let's go back inside. Wait, I thought we were following the others. How did we end up here?
Oh, hey girls.
Charmeleon, how'd you end up here?
Well, Meow said for me to just sit back while she would handle the returning event. Speaking of which, I think it's about to start any minute now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the event you've all been waiting for. One of you lucky contestants has a chance of returning to the game. Who will it be? It's time to find out. Drapion, Arbok, bring it in.
Oh my fuck, this thing is heavy.
This slot machine will be used to determine who will be returning to Total Pokemon Survivor Island. It was originally going to be a wheel, but don't want to pull a Zacky D. But I digress. Once I pull this lever, this machine will cycle through every contestant that has been eliminated thus far. Except for us, of course, which is still bullshit. But anyways, I think this calls for a bit of suspense. Perhaps a drumroll, please? I said, drumroll, please. Munchlax, we literally fucking rehearsed this. You also need to play aside from your phone. So play the fucking drums! Like fine.
I got this.
Thanks, Drapion. Like, I quit. I'm fucking done! Oh no. No. This can't be happening. Fletchinder. A promise is a promise, Staravia. I'm going back to the game. I know what I said, Fletchinder! But you don't even have your memories. You don't even remember how you performed in the game before, let alone what happened while you were searching for me. How can I be sure you'll be safe? You're right. I don't remember these things. But what I do know is that I'm not a child. I assure you, Staravia, that no matter what happens in this game, I'll be fine. But I need you to have faith in me. Just promise me you won't do anything reckless. I can't afford to lose you again. I promise. Well, I should probably be off. We'll see each other again one way or another. I hope you'll cheer me on. Best of luck, Fletchinder. That's touching and all, but Staravia, I need you up here for your segment. Wait, then why didn't you just let me do it from the start? Well, since you weren't present when you were supposed to start the segment, I thought this would be the best way to kill two birds with one stone. Okay, one, that's offensive. And two, how do you expect me to deal with this slot machine in the way? Oh shit, you have a point. Drapion, Arbok. Yeah. We're on it. Push, Drapion, push! Alright, hello everyone, Staravia here. Sorry about that, but now it is time for my segment where I ask you all a question and your reception will be acknowledged in the next episode, starting with the results. Last time I asked you all who your favorite and least favorites were still in the competition. We received 3 answers, so let's get into it. From Ditto268, he stated his favorites were Gliscor and Spiritomb, and his least favorite was Klefki. From Xandros, he didn't actually have a favorite, but his least favorite was Klefki. And finally, from Roman's TPI, his favorite was Gliscor, and his least favorites were Klefki and Piplup. So the consensus here is that no one likes Klefki, but I digress, as well as the fact that Gliscor seems to be fairly popular, but popularity can only get you so far. So anyways, it is now time for me to ask my question to you viewers, and that question is, what do you think about Fletchinder being back in the game? So that is all for this episode of the Survivor Side series. Thank you all for watching. This is Staravia signing off. I can't say I know what to expect now that I'm supposedly coming back. Hell, I don't even remember how I played last time. But regardless, I'm ready for anything this show has to throw at me. Watch out, Total Pokemon Survivor Island. Here I come.